Good morning everybody, and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. And this morning we're gonna talk about dogs on beaches. And it's an absolutely glorious morning, and I've just got this little bit of sand to walk on and tell you this story about dogs on beaches. You can just see a little porch up here, look, just neatly appeared in time. So I've got to get to this ramp by the time the tide comes in, because it's coming in a serrated knot. So anybody that owns a dog will know that at any seaside resort you're not allowed to bring your dog on a beach in the summer. And there's a reason for that. There's a really good reason for that, which we'll come on to in a minute. But before we get to that, the dates that you need to know for Blackpool are the 1st of May every year until the 30th of September. And that's a fairly standard set of dates for most UK seaside resorts. St Anne's is slightly different. Theirs starts at Easter, so just watch out for that one. So the next question that you're going to ask is, which bit of beach can't I take my dog on? So that's South Pier that we're looking at, just down there. And at the back of us, when we turn round, is Central Pier. And obviously North is at the other side of that. And the dog ban area extends to this whole beach, so you can't come on this beach between any of the piers during the ban period. And it also extends past South Pier as far as the Mirror Ball. So the Mirror Ball is that beautiful big, that beautiful big statue, piece of sculpture that's on South Promenade. You can't miss it. If you're down that end, you'll definitely see the Mirror Ball. So that's the area of beach that you're not allowed to bring your dog on. In fact, if we turn round, I bet we can just see. We can. There you go. There's North Pier. Look underneath Central Pier and you can see North Pier. So it's this section. It's the central part, and possibly the part where you might be visiting, but it's not that big a beach compared to the miles and miles of Blackpool seafront where you can actually walk your dog. Because beyond the Mirror Ball, heading south towards St Anne's, you can take your dog as far as the boundary with St Anne's and then round into the sand dune area. And heading north, which is the other way past North Pier, you can take your dog on the beach all the way down to the boundary with Blackpool and Cleveland's. So you've got plenty of beach to walk on. Plenty of lovely, clean, flat sand. So why are you not allowed to bring your dog on a beach? Well, you might think if you're a dog lover that it's a bit mean, because we all love to see dogs walking on a beach and running and enjoying it and throwing themselves around on the sand, which they do. But the problem is that dog faeces is one of the things that contaminates the seawater. Now, as we're walking here today, you can see how lovely and clean the edge of the tide is. There's a few little bits of seaweed and some little bits of stick, and that's all that's washing up. But if you're as long in the tooth as I am, you will remember the good old days when we used to paddle through sewage. And if you're not as long in the tooth as I am, that's going to sound absolutely disgusting, but believe me, it's true. It's as true as I stand here, that in the 1970s and even the late 70s, we would come to the seaside and pitch our deck chairs and off we would go. And when we went for a paddle, we just paddled round it. There were usually sewage on the edge of the sea, and we used to just tiptoe through it and just carry on and swim and do all the things that you do at the seaside. And looking back on it, it's a wonder that we didn't all catch something we couldn't get rid of. But as you can tell, we're still here. But this is 2021. And we've got different standards now to the ones that we've got in the 70s and before, when sewage was pumped out to sea. And that's one of the things that has transformed our bathing waters. All the money that's been spent and all the work that's been done by United Utilities, local authorities and volunteer litter pickers and just everybody. I mean, you'll notice how spotlessly clean everything is. And dog excrement would make a big difference to the cleanliness of the water, because the quantity of people that would bring a dog on a beach and the quantity of people that cannot get through the heads that they need to pick it up would be capable of making our beautiful clean seas fail bathing waters tests. And that's not really cricket, is it? So yeah, I'm afraid it's a case of the minority spoiling it for the majority again. But nonetheless, that's how the cookie crumbles. So you will find that the signage at each beach where you come down, they're not actually in place yet because the ban's not in force yet. But there are usually signs at the access point to every set of steps. So as you come down to the beach, you'll notice signage which shows you that dogs are prohibited. And then you've got loads of space where you can walk your dog. You've got all this promenade, you've got loads of space to enjoy. In fact, there's one here, look. Let's show you this one. It's on this one. Dogs are not allowed on the beach between North and South Pier, 1st of May to the 30th of September. And dogs must be on leads on the promenade. So when you bring Pooch on all these great big promenades, you can just enjoy a nice walk and just keep them on the lead. They need to be on the lead anyway for safety. It's too near that busy road. So don't forget, pick all your rubbish up, bag it, bin it. There are huge bins like this big grey one. There are some smaller ones like this black one that we've just walked past. There are at each beach access step, so there's always somewhere to put your dog bags. And just be careful if you're taking a long walk on the beach as well, because if you set off from beyond the pier, where you can take your dog on the beach and carry on walking along the tide line, you will enter the area where the ban operates. And the fines are handed out, the fines are in place, and if you don't comply, you will run the risk of getting an on-the-spot fine, which is going to really ruin your day. So that's your Dogs on Beaches update from Blackpool. So if you've found this video useful, make sure that you've subscribed to the Visit Fylde Coast YouTube channel. We've got loads more interesting videos, history, walkabouts, lives, chats, beautiful days, bad weather. We've got everything, you name it, we've got one. So make sure that you've subscribed, and if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.